Alright, that's a lot of stuff. This is gonna be the ultimate decor thrift haul. My neighbor just moved out and he had a lot of stuff. Like, a lot of stuff, more than you could ever imagine. He was super nice and he just let us come over and get first pick on whatever he was getting rid of. So we had a lot to choose from, you know, vases to frames to big furniture. Honestly, it's like a DIYer's dream. And this is like the best kind of thrift haul because it's 100% free. Like, $0. So I'm definitely not complaining about that. I had a few other things that I was collecting, like this dresser over there, this little pot over here, which I figured I'd just throw into the mix as well and have one big thrift haul. Trust me, a little imagination and these pieces are all gonna look amazing. There's a little bit of everything here. I kind of want to talk about each piece and what I'm gonna do with them and my inspiration for them. I'm gonna start with the smaller decor pieces and work my way up to the big furniture items. So make sure to keep watching till the end of this video. I'll start with this one right here. I think it's like a soup pot or something. What I liked about it, first of all, is the shape. It's a really cute shape. And also these handles. Like, aren't these handles everywhere now? I think they're adorable. I know a lot of times people buy vases and they add handles with clay. So with something like this, I don't need to do that. I'm thinking about spray painting it with like a textured spray paint, or maybe baking soda paint to give it like a more weather-beaten look. I'm not sure if I want to go with lighter colors or, you know, maybe like a charcoaly gray with like different shades of gray, which I think would also look really nice, very weather-beaten. How cute would this look as like a centerpiece for a coffee table or just your dining room table? I don't think I'll keep the cover, but cute little piece, I guess. Yeah, we'll keep the cover, turn it into like a little cookie jar or something, who knows. That's one of the great things about thrifting vases. All you really need to do is find something with a cute shape, and then you can literally just refinish it, spray paint it, baking soda paint. Like, there's so many options, and it's honestly a great way to reuse items that might be thrown out otherwise. All right, next item. This one is really pretty. It's a nice size and it would be a beautiful like plant centerpiece, maybe like on a small little side table. It's got these really nice details over here of these flowers, which I thought were really, really cute. At first, I thought I wanted to baking soda paint it or spray paint it, but actually I'm thinking that I want to keep it as is now. This with some flowers in it, and then maybe have like a nice gold rim. The shape, come on, this is like super trendy right now. This is actually beautiful. Obviously it needs to be cleaned up because it's quite dusty, but there's not much to do with this. I mean, I could probably just use it as is. It's really cute already. And the other thing that I love about this is I think this was like a punch bowl set. It came with these cute little glasses all stacked up inside the bowl, which I thought was adorable. So I don't know, I just like the fact that this was used for like parties and entertainment. It just makes me feel better about the piece. Like, there's a little more to it than just picking it up in a store. Frames are another amazing thing that you can always find at thrift stores. They always have such a huge variety and such an amazing selection of frames. Yeah, you have to dig a little bit, but that's going to be the case when you're thrifting. You got to find the pieces that have potential. You got to see past, you know, what they look like now. Like, for example, these frames, they have really nice like rustic wooden frames. So you have to look past the picture and actually what's in the frame. You can definitely find some really nice items that way. These ones are a set of 6 or actually 7, which I thought would be really nice for a gallery wall. I have like a landing space when you go downstairs, and I was thinking of doing a gallery wall there, and I thought these frames would be perfect for that area. So the actual wood of the frames themselves is not perfect, and at first I thought I would maybe want to refinish them, but then I was thinking like it kind of gives it a little bit of personality that it's not 100% perfect. I might just strengthen the corners a little bit to make sure that everything is being held in place properly, because some of them are a little bit wobbly. But other than that, I think I'm going to keep them as is. And obviously I'm going to take out the actual pictures that are in here and replace it with artwork of my own. Some of them are going to have some watercolor paintings, and some of them are going to have some actual photos of me and David and family in there, because we don't have very many of those around the house. We have lots of art around the house, but very few like personalized pictures. So that's something that I've really been wanting to add. and this is gonna be the perfect place to add them in. I also picked up a few more frames from my neighbor. By the way, guys, this was maybe 1/10 of the frames that they had in their house, and it's already, like, I don't even know where I'm gonna put them in my house. The other frames are these more traditional, like golden, I think they're like Victorian or antique style frames, which typically are not my style at all. You can see like the rest of my house is very boho, very minimalist. So this type of like detailed engraving is not typically something that I would pick up. But an important decor concept that I learned a little while ago is in order to add dimension to your house, to make it feel, you know, like not so flat, not so monotonous, you have to add like a good 10 to 20% of another kind of decor style. So I'm very boho minimalist. I would say like 60% of my house is boho, another 20 to 30 is more like minimalist, and then another 10 to 20 I'm trying to incorporate more traditional art styles, and I think a great way to do that is with these frames. I honestly have no idea where they're gonna go just yet, but I am incorporating a bit more of like a darker, moodier color scheme in the basement. So I think these kind of frames would look really good against like a dark background. Like right now I have it as dark green. I might change it to, you know, black wall. So this would look really good there. It might take me a little while. There is still a lot of work to be done in the basement, but stay tuned. Basement renos are all going to be part of my videos, and I will definitely try to incorporate these in those renovations. Oh, and same thing with all the other frames. I'm going to be removing the artwork that's inside and adding either prints or artwork of my own. I don't think I would do pictures in this. I don't think it would go for this. I'm thinking like an acrylic or an oil painting would look really good with this style of frame. If you need inspiration when you're in thrift shops, I like to go on Pinterest. Obviously, Pinterest is my go-to, but I find that sometimes with Pinterest, it kind of gives me the same things over and over again. I guess it's the algorithm, it shows me like the same styles, and I like to see new things. So I'll go on decor websites and I'll look at their like new in section. I do this a lot with Anthropologie, Structube, West Elm, Zara Home. Moving on, I also picked up some lampshades. So this is the first one here. It's got a really cool looking wooden base, which I thought was really, really nice. I'm not crazy about this tapering lampshade. I'm probably gonna switch out the lampshade, just not my thing. I'll either buy one or DIY one. I'm thinking like a light cream color that would look really nice with this wood. And I also want it to be kind of like textured with a nice pattern. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find something like that, but I feel like I have the materials to make that, which would be really, really cute. I don't think I'm gonna change the color here of the wooden base. I think it's really nice as is. And it's in pretty good condition. I might just touch up certain areas with like one of those little touch-up pens or something. Had like the world's oldest light bulb in it, so I changed that to LED. So I should be okay no matter what lampshade I use for that. I could probably go to an actual thrift store to find more lampshades. That's another thing that you always see a lot of in thrift stores. So the stores that I like most here in Montreal are Valley Village or Village des Valeurs. The one in DDO is really big and really nice, and they always have pretty good quality stuff, so I like that one. There's also EcoDepot, which is, I have to figure out where that is, but I'll put it up in the video. So EcoDepot, they have a really nice selection as well, and it's mostly furniture, so if you're looking for bigger pieces, definitely that's a good place to go here in Montreal. And if you want like more boutique-y antique shops, there's some really cute ones in the Pine Beach area. This is pretty big, so I'm not gonna lift it up. This has like a nice cream colored base. It's got a really cool shape to it actually, and it's like a pretty substantial size. I feel like a lamp like this, if you were to buy that new, that would be pretty expensive. So it's a pretty substantial size. I'm not decided yet on if I like the design. I think I just have to find a shade and see if with the shade I like it better. And if not, I might go for like a textured design with baking soda paint, or just like regular spray paint and have like a nice geometric pattern on it. I think that would look cute as well. The shade, yeah, not a fan at all. I don't like the tapered look. I feel like it kind of hides a little bit of this base over here, takes away from that. So I think I would just go for like a regular round lampshade. I think no matter what, the color of the actual base, even if I do paint it and do pattern on it, like the base color that I have here, it's probably gonna be something similar to that because I like this tone. So I'm gonna first change the shade, see if I like it a little bit better. I have a feeling I won't because I'm already on the fence about it and I just like DIYing, so why not? It's a really nice shape, a really nice size, and it could go really nicely on like a dresser, an entrance table, sideboard, console, whatever those things are called, one of those. All right, time for the big pieces of furniture. First up is this tall dresser over here. So this is actually not for my neighbors. This is something that David picked up a little while ago. I was driving on the way home and somebody had thrown this out just outside their house. So he picked it up, thought I wouldn't like it, but he picked it up anyways just in case, and I actually really do like it, and I have some big plans for this one. So the first thing I want to do is remove all this rope or twine over here, because first of all, you know, I've got a whole drawer that's missing, so I've got that on. It's on like 3 sides of the drawer, so both of these sides, and then on the actual face of the drawer as well. I know already that I'm gonna run into an issue that I'm trying to figure out what to do with. The rope is actually held in place with like a nail gun or a staple gun. Like if you see here, there's a ton of nails sticking out. So I'm gonna have a little bit of a problem there. I really hope I don't have to like hand pick out each and every one of these nails, because like just in this one I probably see like a good 200. They're just on one side of one drawer, so hopefully I can find a way to get around that. The handles are pretty cute, but they're not exactly in line with the style that I'm gonna go for with this one. I think I'm gonna go with something that's just like very minimal profile here on top. I guess I'll have to see what I can find to fit this, because it is a little on the thicker side. What I want to do is sand down this wood and have like a more bleached wood look, or maybe I'll just paint it depending on how much work it's going to be to sand this and if it's really worth it. If I find a way to remove all the staples and then get it like nice and clean, I could just leave it like that. That's going to be one option. My second option is to do like a design like this one on Anthropologie. Again, I'm going to have to figure out exactly how I'm going to do that. I have an idea already. So I just need to test it out and see if it works. And then the third option is to have dowels. All 3 of those I think would look really nice. I just have to like draw it out and see which one I like best and which one fits with the decor style that I'm going for. This might go in my studio because I think this would be a good place to store like craft supplies and things like that. Aside from this twine and the color, this could be a really nice piece. So I'm really excited to actually get started on this project. I do really love the look of these taller, thin dressers. I feel like I don't see much of these around anymore. Usually you see like the double dresser, like the standard Ikea ones. I also love that I don't have to add legs. It's already raised up a little bit, which is perfect. That's exactly the style that I'm going for. I have a lot of ideas, as you can see, but I'm thinking that this one might be my next project. My next piece of furniture is this little bookcase over here. It's really cute. It's got these tall like mid-century style legs. It's a really nice shape over here, and I feel like there's a lot that could be done with it. It came with some doors, sliding doors, but here, you know, the little slider, this piece is broken. So I'm thinking of gluing that and nailing that in place, and I'm not going to use the sliders anyways. I want to add doors on hinges to this unit. What I want to do is first of all paint it. It definitely needs to be painted. I'm thinking like a sage green. That's where my head's at right now, with some gold knobs, which are like half moon gold knobs, and then, you know, the doors split right down the middle, and then coming from the knobs, like either a design with dowels, sort of like a sunburst, or like engraved in the wood. I mean, I don't know, I'll see what I can do with the tools that I have, or if I need to get any new tools for this type of work. Definitely remove this hideous wallpaper. I feel like underneath is the wood good. Oh wow, the wood's in a really good shape underneath. So I can remove that and either add new wallpaper of my own, maybe on the whole back of this, or just keep it like a nice wood as well. I mean, it's nice as is. And anyway, so with all that, I think this unit is gonna look really, really cute. And again, this is gonna go in that landing space that I was talking about earlier. So I'm thinking the unit over here, maybe a lamp right on top of it, and then like a gallery wall with the wooden paintings. So if I paint this like a sage green and then have the gallery wall with the wooden frames, I think that's gonna look incredible. Oh, and I almost forgot, I also want to spray paint the legs gold to match the handles up here, and the hinges that are gonna be holding the door in place are gonna be gold as well. There is some work to be put in this, but it was free. I love doing these projects, so I really don't mind. I think with some sanding, some wood filler, some paint, it'll look perfect. All right, so that's it for my thrift haul for today. Quite a lot of stuff. You guys got a little sneak peek into all the junk I keep in my house. I have like a room basically full of items that I'm just like setting aside. Oh, I'll DIY this one day, I'll DIY this one day. So this is just a part of that. Frames, vases, like craft supplies, whatever you want, it's all there. Anyways, this was actually a really fun video to make. It's motivating me to get started on a lot of these projects. So stay tuned. I'll definitely be uploading some of these very soon on my channel. And if you want to see some thrift flips, I have a few already on my channel, so I'll link them over here so you can go ahead and take a look at those right now.